Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Egi Rahmatullah and today we will introduce a module we have created to help you understand about module of English business. Especially the material is what do you mean by. But before we get into the main topic, I would like to introduce the writers behind this module. My name is Egi Rahmatullah and my partner is Aleza Dia Safira. We are majoring in public sector accounting from Jakarta State University. The module we will introduce today is titled Module of English Business Especially. What do you mean by? The primary objective of this module is prepare as an alternative learning resource for students and the public to understand how giving clarification, delaying decision, and step to end the meeting. This model is divided into three parts, which is content, material, description. Okay, the first material will be explained to my partner.
Okay, my name is Aliza Dia Safira. Will explain the first chapter. So the first chapters contain material on asking for and giving clarification. Asking for and giving clarification is used to request clarity, clarification, or reassurance from someone. This expression is used when someone doesn't understand what we are saying or to ensure that the information they are getting is correct. How to asking for clarification in effective way? First, we need to use polite and respectful praise. Two, we need to ask for the specific clarification. Third, we need to ask for example. Go to the next. And last, four, we need to summarize and confirm understanding. So the next material is giving clarification. There are some guidelines for giving clear and useful explanation. First, we need to acknowledge and appreciate the question. And second, we need to repeat the question to show understanding. And third, use simple and concise language. Fourth, break down complex topics. 5. Use example and illustration. And 6. Checks for comprehension. And then there is some example conversation for asking and giving clarification. And the scenario 1 is discussing a work project. Next. And scenario 2 is studying for exam. And scenario 3 is understanding medical advice. Next. And then there is some additional tip for asking for and giving clarification. The conclusion for this chapter is asking for and giving clarification are essential skill for effective communication. By following the guidelines and tip provided in this comprehensive guide, you can enhance your ability to understand others and convey your message clearly, minimizing misunderstanding and fostering stronger connection. Remember, clear communication is the cornerstone of successful interaction in all aspects of life. Next. Also, we have mini exercise for you to learn about. Next. Okay, the second chapter will talk about delaying decision. While there are indeed times when a quick decision is necessary, delaying a decision in a meeting can be a valuable strategy in many situations. We often make decisions too quickly without taking the time to consider all the options. This can cause us to make bad decisions or miss opportunities. And first, here are some benefits of delaying decision. First, if you delaying decision, you can get more information. And two, you have more option. And third, you avoid making a rush decision. And four, you can come up with more creative solution. Next. When to delay a decision, not all decisions should be postponed, but there are some situations where it would be beneficial to take a step back and consider the issue more carefully. For example, like when we face complex decision or lack of information, of the disagreement among stakeholders or high-stakes decision. And what should we say to delay decision? And if you decide to delay a decision in a meeting, there are several strategies you can use to effectively manage the process. First, acknowledge that you don't have to make a decision right away. Set a deadline for making a decision. Gather information. Assign tasks. Brainstorm solution. Evaluate your option. Schedule a follow-up meeting. Next. Make a decision, and also delaying decision can be a challenge, but it's a valuable skill to learn. And then what would we say to delay decision? Depending on the situation, here are some options for you. There is when you need more information, when you want to encourage further discussion, highlight the benefit of taking more time. Next. Acknowledge the use for consensus and next step, and be clear and propose a timeline. And last is tip for facilitating effective discussion. You can do it by encourage open discussion and actively listen to all participants and summarize key point and manage conflict constructively. The conclusion for this chapter is when it comes to decision making in any project or aspect of work, consider the power of deferring decision. Ask yourself if there is value in waiting and assess the short-term and long-term impacts. Remember, not every decision falls into this category, but many do. By understanding the scope of your goals and the potential change, you can make a better informed choices. Next. And lastly, we have mini exercise for you to learn about. And the next material will be explained by my friend. Thank you.
Okay, next material is ending the meeting. It is important to close with a restatement of objective, a summary of what's accomplished, and list of agree action that needs to be taken. Okay, how the ending the meeting? I will give you a few steps. First, summarize key points. Second, review action items and assign responsibility. Third, address any remaining question or concern. Fourth, plan next meeting if necessary. Five, express gratitude. Six, officially adjourn the meeting. And then we will give you what should we do after the meeting end. First, distribute meeting minutes to follow up on action items. Three, schedule the next meeting if necessary. Four, provide additional information or resource. Five, encourage feedback. Six, track progress. Seven, reflect and plan for improvement. Okay, the last one is conclusion. Ending a meeting effectively requires summarizing key points, reviewing action, addressing any remaining question, planning the next meeting, expressing gratitude, and officially adjourning the session. By the following these steps, you ensure clarity and accountability and positive and conclusion to your meetings. This is an exercise of chapter 3. I think that's all from us. Hopefully, the material will can be understood and can be useful for someone. Thank you. Goodbye.